and getting up and being that fourth man up the ice and creating that extra attack.
Last thing, you still keep in touch with Danny? Did you hear from him when you signed, or?
Yeah, I did. Danny was actually at my wedding last weekend, so so we kind of laughed about maybe being a possibility, and lucky enough it worked out.
Thanks so much. Welcome to Detroit.
Thank you.
Next up, Ansar Khan.
Yeah, hi, Jordan. Were you paired with DeKaiser at Western?
I was not. I was I think a year below him. Him and Wachowski were the dynamic duo the whole time I was there. So I never got a chance to play with him.
And you mentioned he was at your you got married last week?
Yeah, I got married on the 16th of July.
Okay. And did he tell you anything about the organization, or what it's like to play for the Wings?
Not really. I haven't dove too much in it, being a hometown player and things like that. Obviously, there's a lot more that come with it than playing in Arizona for me. But I'm really looking forward to being back around family and giving it my all for this organization. So I'm sure in the next couple of days I'll get to some more aspects and dive into deeper conversations with them.
And how much family do you have in the area still? And obviously they got to be very excited too.
Yeah. I kind of this was kind of on the back burner over the last day or two, so kind of really didn't let them know until it actually came true, so get their hopes up. But yeah, my whole mom and dad side are all in the Metro Detroit area, so it's they were very pleased and excited to have my wife and I come back home.
Thanks, Jordan.
Thank you.
Next up, Bob Duff, Detroit Hockey Now.
Hey, Jordan. Just wondering, when the process of making this kind of decision, like how much research do you do into maybe looking at the Red Wings, who they have on defense, trying to figure out how you would fit in? Does a lot of that go into it before you make the decision?
Yeah, I think so. With my agents, we kind of looked at teams we wanted to go after, and teams that I felt that I either fit their mold or there were minutes available for me to kind of grab onto. And looking at this roster and their decor, they obviously, like I said earlier, they have a lot of great up and coming and young defensemen in their system. And then they have some older veterans like Danny and Stahl and Letty now. So I think just coming in, and obviously I haven't played too many games in the league yet, so learning from those guys and also and trying to be that second layer between the veterans and the younger guys. So I'm a mix of both. So I'm very excited.
Thank you.
Next up, Matt Boltman, The Athletic.
Hey, Jordan, what was it like to kind of get the confirmation that it was going to be Detroit? Did you speak directly with Steve?
Yeah, I haven't spoke with Steve yet. I'm sure him or someone in the organization soon. But yeah, it was kind of a little nerve-wracking. Obviously, something I grew up wanting to do, to put on. If I'm being honest, I couldn't really sleep last night too much, waiting to find out if it was going to happen this morning or not. So it ends up where it may, and I can't be more excited and happier to be coming back and playing for this organization.
Do you have any real prominent childhood memories that stick out? I mean, I think you'd have been 9 or 10 in 2002. Anything really jump to mind?
Yeah, I mean, my dad had season tickets the whole time I was growing up until probably 2007, about when I went to high school, and we didn't really have time. But one of the I forgot what when the year Pittsburgh won playoffs, I remember very vividly my dad took me to one of the first series games, and then he decided to take my brother, who never played hockey, to the game when Pittsburgh won it in Detroit, and I still don't let him live that down to this day. So yeah, so I have a lot of fond memories going to those games and seeing those colors.
Thanks, Jordan. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Next up, Art Regner, DetroitRedWings.com.
Hi, Jordan. Yes, welcome back. did you grow up in the Dearborn Heights area? I mean, is that where you're actually from?
Thank you. And yeah, my parents still reside in Dearborn Heights, and that's where I lived my whole childhood.
So you're used to Heinz Drive always being closed, then I would imagine.
Yep. Anytime there's any rain, it's usually flooded.
Yeah, definitely. I know that feeling. I'm kind of curious. I think Jeff Blashill had accepted the job with the Red Wings, but do you have a history with him at all? Did he recruit you to Western, or you don't really have a relationship with Jeff yet?
Yeah, when I was going through that process of getting recruited to colleges, Jeff coach at Western, and he was the one recruiting me to come there. So when he left that summer going into my freshman year, it was kind of a whirlwind. I didn't know if I wanted to stay, but and then I was lucky enough to play for him at the World Championships in I think it was 2018. So we kind of rekindled it a little bit there, and he's obviously a great coach and someone I'm excited to play under.
Was it once the Red Wings got into this mix, was it really pretty much a no-brainer for you? I mean, depending on, I guess, what the offers were, but when you saw Red Wings and you figured, hey, man, this is where I'm going to land.
Yeah, I didn't know the chances. Obviously going to free agency and the way their roster was this year, and I knew they were looking for a left shot defenseman. So I didn't know if I was going to be the guy or have a chance. And once I heard that they were in the mix, I kind of was narrow-minded on wanting this to be the destination. But obviously, I didn't want to get my hopes up, and lucky enough, it was able to come to fruition, and here we are today.
How cool is it going to be for you when you put that winged wheel on for the first time? I mean, what's going to be going through your mind, or have you even thought about that yet?
I haven't really thought about it. It's kind of been a whirlwind of things. Reaching out to my family and reaching out to my parents, and then just all the text messages I've been receiving from friends and family in the area. Yeah, I'll get to that when it comes, but it's definitely going to be a whirlwind, and it's definitely going to be an exciting time.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next up, Ted Colfin, Detroit News.
All right, Jordan, any favorite players growing up or anything like that? I mean, whose jersey did you have?
Yeah, obviously I was a big Nick Lidstrom fan. Steve Yzerman, Darren McCarty, those guys were unbelievable to grow up and be able to watch and go to those games and see those guys play. So I think as I got older and decided to become a defenseman and stayed one, I really tried to watch Lidstrom and became a big fan of his. So there were a lot of players that you could watch and try to emulate your game after.
All right, my son played at DC at 2014 and 2015. Did Coach Dow try to recruit you a lot, or you were playing for Bell Tire, right? I mean,
yeah, I was Tire at that time. Going into my freshman year, he tried to recruit me, but once I said no from there, he kind of left it as it was. Never really tried to get me to come play for them again. But maybe if it was like a Catholic Central or a Brother Rock.
all right, now you said that you graduated like class of 10, right?
Yep.
You good buddies with Eric Haas or not?
I am not. I just with playing AAA hockey, I wasn't really around. I mean, I was gone Thursdays and Fridays in school. So, but a lot of one of my best is him and his wife are really good friends with him and his wife. So, so it's been really cool to see what he's been able to do this year, and it's fun to watch.
I think your parents just live right up Outer Drive here. We're on Telegraph and Cherry Hill, so we're probably like 3 minutes away.
Yeah. Not too far at all.
All right, thanks for this. We'll talk during the season. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, looks like that's all the questions we have for Jordan. Thanks everyone for joining us today. And Jordan, welcome to the Red Wings.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Jordan.